on the green. Greens are going to putt beautifully. There's also, the course is a little bit softer. It's got the moisture from overnight. And also, when they've cut the golf course, there's that really green, fresh smell, like it's brand new.
A picture-perfect drive there, and a long one, too. That's right down the heart of this first fairway. I was asking for it to go, and it listened. That is a really good shot. A 5-footer now for birdie. Yes, nicely done. It's in for birdie, and it's into red figures now at 1 under par. So this second hole is just under 400 yards, par 4. You see that bunker, the natural area to the left. That's the trouble. 275-yard drive, though. You know you have that. It'll cover it. Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony, and a great result in the fairway. Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck. 11 feet away. Got it there, but not quite on target. So close to a birdie, but she'll be left shaking her head as she finishes that for a par. Well, this third hole is another good scoring opportunity. Par 5 and just a little bit more than 500 yards, so not terribly long. It is obviously reachable in 2, and it is also your first real ocean view of the round. You're going to enjoy it even more if you make that birdie or eagle. This started toward the left side. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No chance. Yep, you take those all day, every day. Just a short putt there, and it is in for her birdie. Here at the fourth, gets a little bit longer. This par 4 is almost 500 yards, so nearly the same length as the third, which was a par 5. You see the palm trees, ocean on your right, and that's a familiar theme throughout this round. Here's a tough hole. Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
We're looking at 138 yards left. Pin on the right-hand side, so plenty of room to the left of it.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
Yes, a good look at that one all the way in. It's a birdie to push that score to 3 under for the round. And now our first par 3 of the day, the fifth. So good mix of holes to start the round. You see the ocean on the left, and the green looks tiny sitting next to that Caribbean. It is a really small target here. This is an excellent challenge. Okay, center of the green. Good shot. Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. So the birdie not to be, and she'll brush that in for her par. Here's another outstanding par for the sixth hole. It's about 500 yards. Familiar view. This is one hugging the coastline, and it's going to hug it, and hopefully you're going to hug it and love it for the rest of this front nine. I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect, and a good result as well. Second shot, good look at the green. Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. So close to a birdie, but she'll be left shaking her head as she finishes that for a par. You know, par 3 like this, the 7th, when you stand on the tee box, first thing you want to do is just look around and appreciate exactly where you are, because there aren't many places like it in the world. The next thing you want to do is focus on the task at hand. And this one, it's a challenge. Okay, not taking any chances there. A good, safe play in the middle portion of the green. Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
And this is one you'd expect to make more often than not. Not too much undulation, maybe just a slight move to the right.
Nope. So the birdie not to be, and she'll brush that in for her par. Here we are at the par 4/8. It's just over 400 yards, but it isn't so much about the number on the card. It is about the breathtaking view and the shot you're going to have to hit over the Caribbean. Up ahead, just off the green, is the famous Pete Dye plaque. It says, quote, "Bury me in a pot bunker." There is nothing like the challenge of a Pete Dye golf course, and Teeth of the Dog is no exception. It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. About 80 yards left, Frank. Yep, played that nicely. That'll work out just fine. This a shade better than 50% on the make percentage. It's for birdie. Ah, yes, well done. It's birdie to move to 4 under now on the day. Good way to finish this front 9 with a demanding par 5. It's about 600 yards. You can see the clubhouse in the distance. 2 good pokes, and you could be making the turn with an eagle on the card. And that ball absolutely walloped. That is a big drive there. All right, I know it's not the highlight shot, getting home on the par 5 and 2, but maybe it's a smart shot. 12 feet still to go. Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. Just a tap in there for par at the 9th. Now, as we begin this second 9, you can put the phone away. You're not going to be snapping as many pictures, at least for the first few holes. Doesn't mean it isn't challenging. It's plenty. We're going to head inland. First few holes on this backside, starting with a relatively easy par 4. The 10th is about 400 yards. The rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Nothing wrong with that. Inside of 5 feet. Nicely done. 5 feet now for birdie. Yeah, the good play continues. Now to 5 under on the day. Here's another pretty big par 5. In fact, the second 600 yardish in the last 3 holes. And like the other par 5s here, chance at an eagle if you hit a big drive. No issues here. That is into the fairway. That one was running so hot. So close to a birdie, but she'll be left shaking her head as she finishes that for a par. This par 4 12th is pretty straightforward, a bit under 500. It's just all about airing out the big stick. Good poke here, sets you up for a second shot. You'd be happy to walk out with a 4, but a couple of good ones and maybe it's birdie. That is poetry in motion right there. What a golf swing and a big drive as well. From the fairway, Nota, her second coming up.
Looking good at 116 to the hole. Pin is on the front left part of the green. Sand wedge takes flight, and I don't think it's going to carry.
I'm not quite sure that strike, whether they got it all, but ball's just come up a little shy. Outside chance for a birdie.
Oh yes, that's the right line, and it's in for a birdie. Well done. Here's our first par 3 on this backside. You remember just how good those par 3s on the front were. The bunkering around the green almost creates an island here. This is a solid hole requiring your best stuff on the tee. That one safely on the putting surface. This is in the 30-foot range here. It's for birdie. Yeah, that's a pretty good putt. Just a little bit off the mark. So the birdie not to be, and she'll brush that in for her par. Scoring opportunity right here at the 14th. It's a short par 5. It's just under 500 yards. See that long bunker running down the right side? Water further right of that. If you're accurate here, if you're sensible, good chance to get out of here with a birdie. Oh, that is squeezing every inch of distance out of the golf swing. That was as powerful as you're going to see. Now a big spot here for something good. This is a short second to the par 5. Got every bit of that, threw it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. Oh yeah, that's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb. Here's another one of those holes where you just want to soak it all in. You want to stand on the tee box, stare at the Caribbean, and then you realize, I have work to do. That's a lot harder hitting that tee shot than it is staring at those beautiful blue waters.
Really starting to make a hard game look easy. Drive after drive has been superb. And this one, well, as we like to say, is in the mayor's office. And that's all set up by the big tee shot. You put yourself in that good of a position in the fairway just short of the green, and good things are bound to happen.
Chance now for another birdie. If only they could all be that short. Very well played there. And it results in an easy birdie. Well, here it is. This is one of the most famous par threes in the world. The 16th here at Teeth of the Dog. This is the tee box where really you just want to drop a bag of balls, 50, 60 balls, and just have at it. You only get one. Let's see what you do with it. Try to fly it all the way back there, but that'll be too much as it trundles over the back of the green. Now a second to this par three. Close to a birdie, but she'll be left shaking her head as she finishes that for a par. This golf course just doesn't quit, does it? More magnificent views of the ocean on the right, and this, the 17th, is the toughest hole on the backside. Some big drives today. That might be the biggest of the bunch.
I really like her golf swing, and that's another good shot. She should be happy with that one.
Now this for another birdie. Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt. So the birdie not to be, and she'll brush that in for her par. Now the finishing hole here at Teeth of the Dog, Casa de Campo, one of the strangest golf holes you will see, complete with a runway going right through it. A siren would go off when a plane was approaching, up until 1999, that is, when the runway was closed. Yeah, this used to be a landing strip. To the left.
Ball's back in the fairway. I guess it's better to be lucky than good.
Second shot upcoming with that pin tucked in the front left.
A little short, a little left, but inside 10 feet, so even I can't really criticize that.
This a little under 10 feet for birdie. Yeah, it's a birdie at the last. And that, wow, a 10 under 62. That was a great round of golf right there. So for Frank Nobilo and all of us here at EA Sports, I'm Rich Lerner, saying so long for now.
It is golf's unofficial fifth major. It is the home of the PGA Tour. It is 18 of the most diabolical holes ever strung together. It is visually intimidating. It is narrow fairways. It is water at every turn. But for the player who outlasts all others, it is the richest prize in golf. It is the Players' Championship.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. For over 4 decades, this has been the home of the PGA Tour and the site of its flagship event as we bring you opening round coverage of the Players. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round 1. South Africa's Garrick Higo is the leader. He's got it going early at 7 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer looking to get off to a hot start and maybe make an early move up the AM leaderboard. Let's get out to the play as we pick things up at the par 4 7. Opening round here at the Players' Championship for our featured golfer. Bay Hill proved to be a little too formidable last week. It was an MC, which unfortunately stands for missed cut. Now things are about to get even trickier. The field is deeper. The tensions ratchet up a bit. Frank, curious, what do you remember about competing here in this event for the very first time?
Rich, I was tormented like just about every other player when they first step on the golf course. You know, Pete Dye is the master of disguise or camouflage, so often... during your practice rounds, find the lines, because those lines will serve you well.
And that one not quite able to hang on. It's into the bunker. Our rookie golfer making that first appearance in the prestigious Players' Championship. Nota Begay III is with us. You've been there. Note to the players, not a major by name, but we all know how significant it is. And this is really the first big test of the youngsters' maiden voyage, first season on the PGA Tour. What's this one like?
Well, if a young player wants to find out what their game looks like on the toughest venues, in the toughest tournaments, come to the Players' Championship. It's going to test every facet of their game, and they will, at week's end, know where they stand in contrast to the rest of the players in the world.
That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And she'll remain at 2 under. A fine Thursday as we get rolling in this Players' Championship. The course in pristine condition. Frank, we hear so much about this golf course being one that favors accuracy over distance. Is that fair to say?
It is. Often we use the phrase, it favors no one. And I think that's the hardest part of the golf course. There's no stereotypical type winner here at TPC Sawgrass. It really is a good blend of just finding position on some holes. Then the longer hitters, well, they can take advantage. The new 12th hole, for example, the drivable par 4. There's some tweaks in the golf course, but still they expose everybody long and short. And that's the beauty and in some respect the pain of this golf course.
Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
Looking now at her second to this par 3. A 17-foot putt here. Nope, good effort, but that's got to wander a few feet by. That one finished off. It's a bogey here at number 8. And she's going to drop to 1 under par. We close out the front 9 with a 583-yard par 5, one of the most spectacular par 5s in golf. A lake and a bunker on the right and deep woods on the left. Stay out of that. This hole grows narrower as it unfolds. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. That's it. 2 solid shots right there, Frank.
Certainly taking advantage of this par 5, comfortably on for 2.
So after 2 good shots to get here, this a long look for a possible eagle. That's a good eagle putt there. Beautifully weighted, and just a short one left for birdie. Okay, little 2-footer for birdie, not a problem, and that was well played. Frank, now on to the 10th at Sawgrass.
A fairly straight par 4, but that's not the way to play it. You really want to go to the right, well away from the fairway bunker that runs all the way down the left side. That turns it into a little bit of a dogleg left. Then you're going to come across that front bunker into a green that, well, is anything other than flat. Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though. Oh, nothing wrong with that iron shot. It's a good one. Just a little short, little right, but still a very good place to putt from.
Just 6 feet left for the birdie. Okay, well done. A couple of birdies here sandwiched around the turn at 9 and 10. Here we are at the 558-yard par 5 11th. It is reachable in 2 with a long and accurate drive, but offers a lot of possibilities, including laying up to ensure a short approach on your 3rd. Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee.
Two solid shots at the par 5 and found the green side bunker. Lie looks good. Now, just needed a good bunker shot.
Pretty good. All that remains for a birdie 4. Oh, how about the run here? That a third consecutive birdie. Final look at the opening round leaderboard. It shows our featured golfer just 2 back at day's end.
Makes that second round even more important, Rich. Don't want to get too adrift come moving day.
So for Frank Nobilo, Notable Gay III, Iona Stephen, and a cast of hundreds, I'm Rich Lerner. You've been watching PGA Tour Golf on EA Sports. So long, everyone. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, from the home course of the PGA Tour, TPC Sawgrass, it's live second-round coverage of the Players. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. We've got a tie at the very top at 9 under par. And the golfer we'll be watching, definitely in contention, just 3 shots off the lead. So let's get out to the course, already deep into the round as we head to the tee on the par 4 15th. Frank, day 2 here at TPC Sawgrass. We've been talking about our featured golfer and just how interested we are in seeing if they can improve on that tremendous first day, a day that found them up near the top of the leaderboard in their first ever appearance at this great championship.
They certainly took us by surprise, Rich. We looked at the favourites coming in, and that wasn't a name we were all talking about. But having seen the performance on day one, tee to green, fantastic golf. And good short game prowess and putted well on a brand new set of greens for them, really. So I'm intrigued on what day two brings, because could you say lack of experience? All they have to do is replicate what they did on day one.
Well, no one better to assess this situation than Nota Begay III, who came through the Korn Ferry Tour to win twice as a rookie on the PGA Tour. And Nota, our featured player here in contention early. Now, granted, it's just a Friday, but you start to get the sense that some of that success in the lower levels, the amateur days, could pay big dividends here.
Yeah, if you just take a look at this player's pedigree, it's blue chip. Great success at the collegiate and amateur levels, but this is the PGA Tour. You've got to go out there. You've got to continue to press forward. Looking good early on the Friday, but we got a long way to go to the end.
Yeah, good putt. That's in for par here at 15. And she'll stay 3 shots off the lead. Frank, fans watching, they love excitement in the game. 16's an exciting hole, isn't it?
Well, that's where you get it, because you hear the roars. You start to see the big crowds that go all the way around 16, 17, and 18 tee. You feel where you are in the tournament, too. A movement that starts at 16 can be carried all the way to the clubhouse.
This is up the right side, going to try and draw its way back. Wayward from the
Pin
tee.
down host
And this
and
one
pink waving.
is headed for the rough, Frank.
Nice game.
Okay, that worked out well, landing just short, releases onto the green. Still a long ways to go, though, to make the Eagle 3 here.
Yeah, at least you get a nice enjoyable walk with the putter in the hand, so it certainly works out well.
Oh, I can't tell you how good that is to get it to stop where it did from that far away. That is a super putt. 4 feet now for birdie. That a pure roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16. And she'll get it to 7 under. Now to maybe the most famous hole in the whole sport. It's the 17th here at the stadium course, the TPC Sawgrass. Frank, if you look at it on the card, it seems so simple. It's just 137 yards. For the best in the world, that's a pitching wedge, maybe a 9-iron. And yet every year, we see nightmares galore.
And that's where you have to remind yourself what can and what does happen here. I normally cut the green in half here. It's 26 yards deep. So if you just take 13 yards off the yardage, you have 124 yards to the middle of the green. That has to be your target. This is no time to be a hero. You can still have a putt for birdie.
Oh, that didn't clear the water by much. Hard to come up short with that whole location, but that is safely aboard.
Nice.
Yep, Not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. No problems there. That's a par here at 17. And she's going to remain a shot back. Now to the final hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. Frank, is this one of the toughest finishing holes in the sport?
It is, because the simple reason you've played 17 holes and the job isn't done yet.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
There's 137 yards to the flag. Pin on the right-hand side, so plenty of room to the left of it.
Okay, so that will wind up a par at the last. And that will be another round in the 60s. It's a 69 here in round 2. So for our featured golfer, Frank, they're in good position here for the weekend. Just a couple of shots back of our leader.
Basically, it's just birdie, bogey, and they're tied. I think that's the way we've got to look at it come tomorrow.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. This afternoon from TPC Sawgrass in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, live third-round coverage of the Players. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Nobilo is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. We've got a tie at the top. We head out to the course as we pick up the action on the tee at the par 4 fourth. Frank, it's day 3 here at the one and only Players Moving Day, as it's known. And as we look at our featured player in contention heading into the weekend, there's some big names on that leaderboard, but right now, hanging tough.
They certainly are. The type of golf that's required, Rich, you and I both know. Pete Dye, he wanted to test you physically, technically, and, of course, mentally. That's the big challenge. They've come through in flying colours the first 2 days, but today it's a little bit more of a mental challenge. What I would advocate is don't look at the leaderboard so much today. Saturday, it could be a long, drawn-out day, so just worry about your own golf.
So a fine Saturday here, Frank, and we start to think about what this weekend might hold in store for our featured golfer in the hunt here on the first page of the leaderboard, looking for that golden goose, a first PGA Tour win, and all that goes with it. In terms of nerves, I would have to think this is the most pressure-filled situation this young golfer has ever faced.
Without doubt, Rich. I think if you follow the maturation process, though, when you first turn pro, a new golf course every week, that takes a little bit of time to get used to. Now you start to see your name on the leaderboard. So if you follow the trend, this is where they should be.
Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4, and she'll remain 2 shots off the pace. 5th hole here at TPC Sawgrass, long par 4. What's the challenge, Frank?
Depending, really, if you're a long or short hitter, the long hitters have the luxury of taking it over the corner of the bunker down the right. Shorter hitters really play at that bunker down the left, 320 run out.
We've already seen some narrow landing areas on these first few holes. Number 5, no different, and that is really a good tee shot there. Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
133 the number. Wind into the face, so you'll definitely need to account for that.
That is always so disappointing from that kind of a spot when you come up short.
Yeah, you're licking your chops over that one. A shot you think you could hit directly at the flag. Now, test for the short game.
Just 5 feet left. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is a par here at the 5th, and she'll remain at 7 under. Hole number 6, 393-yard, par 4. What's in store for us here, Frank?
Another one really where you're just trying to poke it down there. When you stand on that back tee, there's an overhanging limb that you just get an eye of. So if you try and hit that ball a little too low, that's going to encourage a miss hit.
This one starting a little left off the tee. That is into the rough, and there could be some definite palm tree danger over there between where that ball stopped and the green.
Nobody's happy after that shot. Oh, I mean, that was well, one up from disastrous, really.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And with it, she's got it now to 8 under par. Well, no shortage of trouble here at the 451-yard par 4 7th. You've got that fairway bunker that goes forever, and then the lateral water hazard running, well, it's the entire left-hand side of the hole. There's trouble wherever you look here. I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect, and a good result as well. After a good tee shot, Iona, this, her second.
Yeah, the pin, 136 is the number we're looking for. Pin in the back right portion of this green.
Okay, that one in for par. And she's going to stay at 8 under par. Up next, the 237-yard 8. It's the longest par 3 at TPC Sawgrass with a wide variety of challenges, including a deep, narrow, and sloping green protected by grass bunkers. Par is the goal here on this very demanding hole. Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day.
12 feet still to go.
Nearly had it. Just going to wander a foot or so by. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And her score's going to stay right where it is. Closing out the front side with the par 5, 583-yard 9th. Don't say this too often in this, the era of the long bomber, but this for most is actually a 3-shot par 5. You can get there in 2, but it requires accuracy and 2 enormous shots. And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway.
That second shot got all the way down by the green, but in the bunker. So we'll have to see what the explosion shot can do from here. Really need a birdie right now.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. This would be a good way to finish off the front side. Not a problem. That's in for birdie, and that score moves to 2 under par. So for the golfer we've been watching, it will all be on the line tomorrow. It is a tie atop the leaderboard. after 54 holes, Frank.
And with 18 holes to go, it's really hard to pick the player that's going to stand out. It could very well come down to one loose shot or perhaps something great.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Lerner. This has been a presentation of EA Sports PGA.
Four decades ago, this was swampland, a seemingly ordinary tract of land, no different from any other in this section of Florida. Today, this land will be anything but ordinary. Today, it will test the finest golfers in the world, eager to claim the sport's richest prize. This is the final round of the Players' Championship.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today from TPC Sawgrass in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, live final round coverage of the Players. What a week and weekend this has been so far. Everything you want in a golf tournament. By nightfall, we will have our winner as you take a look at the current leaderboard on this Sunday afternoon. And we've got a packed group at the top with a tie at 12 under. We'll head out to the action at the par 3, 13. Frank, what a story it has been all week long. The best in the world here at Ponte Vedra Beach for this Players' Championship. But it has been the rookie who's stolen the show through 3 rounds, trying to become a first-time winner on the PGA Tour. And oh, by the way, trying to do it in the Tour's flagship event.
They're trying to do a Craig Kurtz, because that's exactly what happened to Craig. He hadn't won on the PGA Tour, and his maiden win came at the Players. But, you know, when I look back at the week so far, Rich, I thought Thursday might have been a fluke. Friday, I'm starting to become a believer. Saturday, I'm like, I see some real talent, so I'm going to watch today. I really am.
So Sunday is here, and our featured golfer, the rookie, in the lead, trying to close out that first ever professional victory, all that goes with it. Frank, it is a spot you have been in before. What kind of thoughts are running through their head?
A lot of different thoughts, Rich, and that's the problem. You've got to try and weed some of those out. I would just go back to the basic syntax. You are leading. Why? Because you're playing better than anybody else in the field. So you don't have to do anything different. If you can play golf similar to what you have in the first 3 days, you're favored to win. Anything above that is minutiae. It clouds the brain. Kiss, right? Keep it simple. You put the bid on that.
Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway. Well, this is a big spot. Nota Begay III is familiar with this kind of position, having won twice as a rookie on the PGA Tour. How in the world did you not win Rookie of the Year honors that season? Carlos Franco at the age of 36 was Rookie of the Year, Nota?
Yeah, Carlos put together a great year. And Rich, don't worry. I don't think about it much. Only every day that ends in Y. But you come out to the PGA Tour and you have to deal with an elevated type of pressure. Not everybody can handle it. You go out there, you do the best to process, stick to your strategies, and try and execute for as long as possible.
Carlos, by the way, did have the superior mustache. As for our featured golfer, just curious what you think of the body language so far, because you're well aware, Nota, no matter how many tournaments you've won in the junior ranks or as an amateur in college, and you won your share alongside a certain TW at Stanford, this is a different kind of pressure, isn't it?
Yeah, and you can certainly look at a player's body language and get a sense of just what their mindset is headed into that particular hole or set of holes. And in this particular instance, they're trying to process a different kind of pressure, the highest kind of pressure, PGA Tour pressure.
Such a good stretch of holes coming off that difficult 14th now to the 470-yard par 4 15th. Again, demanding. And this tee shot, you have to be on your game. As simple as that. Boy, she just seems to be on autopilot right about now. That, another good drive off the tee. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Nota Begay III.
156 yards left to the hole. Pin just on the front edge.
That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short. Job was made harder by the second shot coming up short, but excellent use of the flop shot and a chance to escape with the par.
Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And the lead will hold steady at 2 with just the 16th, 17th, and 18th left to play. You licking your chops here, Frank, as a player when you get to this tee box?
Well, it's an opportunity. A 4 here certainly makes the mood better when you walk to 17 and then 18. So a 4 here is more than just making a birdie on a par 5.
And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass. Now, from way down there, a good look at a second to the par 5. That one had to feel good.
Yeah, it struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb. Everyone who's been there will tell you the walk from 16 green to 17 tee is one of the nervier walks you will ever make in this sport, and for good reason. Oh, how about the touch right there? Very well done.
Hard to do much better than that. It was nearly perfect.
Okay, she'll finish that one off for her par. And this will stay a 4-shot advantage with time run out for the rest of the field. Now to the 18th hole here at TPC Sawgrass. 462-yard par 4, Frank, and another example of visual intimidation from the designer, Pete Dye.
Those wooden bulkheads that go all the way down the left side of 18 give you like an optical illusion, Rich. And there's not a single fairway bunker on the right to give you something specifically to aim at. So you've got to fixate on one of those trees. This is not a hole where you want to be looking at anything other than a specific target.
Ooh, some big drives today. That might be the biggest of the bunch.
Yeah, that was an excellent job of gauging that left to right wind. Managed to find the center of the fairway.
Perfect spot to play this second, middle of the fairway. Mishit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All of the above, maybe. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. It wasn't that hard a shot.
Yes, what a final round this was, from being on the outside looking in to a big lead. As we'll watch and wait, but this certainly must feel like this will be a victory. And that does it for us here at TPC Sawgrass. Great day, Frank.
Yeah, a chance for the players to play one of the golf courses that has become so famous over the last 25 to 30 years.
For my partner Frank Nobilo and our entire team, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long from the TPC Sawgrass and EA Sports.